Hello, everyone. We are here to welcome Dr. Ahmed Obaide, who is Vice President Academics from Canadore College, Ontario, Canada. Hello, Dr. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you? And thank you for having me.
You're welcome, man. Thank you for visiting us all the way from Canada and interact with us on current issues, current questions that students have in mind who want to study Canada. So let us start with some basic information about college. So where is Canada College located and how that location is helpful to students who want to study Canada?
Canadore College is located in North Bay, a small town in northern Ontario, about 3 hours north of Toronto and about 3.5 hours west of Ottawa. Beautiful city, very welcoming community, two beautiful lakes, lots of outdoor activities. Students who had been coming to Canadore have been really enjoying, living there, engaging with the community. And, as far as international students are concerned, North Bay is qualified for the rural northern communities work permits, postgraduate work permit, and that's an advantage for the students who join Canadore.
So students who study in Canada at both undergraduate and postgraduate levels, what are the generic programs that the college offers which they can study and they can get a work permit or postgraduate work permit after completing their study?
Yeah, so we have actually listed those programs on our website, and more than 50% of the programs that we offer at Canadore are postgraduate work permit eligible. Those include programs in aviation, huge flagship area for Canadore, where we have been delivering the programs for many, many years, as well as the healthcare programs, technology programs. So there's quite a number of programs that are eligible for the PGWP.
So the college offers aviation programs, and few years ago I personally visited Canadore College and I saw the campus, and I'm really impressed that Canadore College has an aviation campus right off the airport itself. Can you please explain more about what programs, what options students have, and how they can be absorbed in the job market later on?
So actually, one of the goals that the government was trying to achieve with the new policy changes in the past year and a half that, might have sent their own message is actually readjustment rather than, closure or appearing to have closed, being open for international students. We know that we need human resources. We will continue to need human resources in Canada. Only we need them in certain specializations where we have huge demand. Definitely healthcare. We can't get enough nurses, PSWs, mental health and addiction workers, SSWs. So there are a number of program areas in which the job market is very strong. Aviation is definitely one of them. And almost every publication that we read forecasting the job market for aviation in the next decade, especially with what happened during the pandemic, lots of retirement in that industry as a result of, freezing down operation at that time. And now not only that, we have to catch up with the growth that we had pre-pandemic, where we were expecting tens of thousands of jobs to support the aviation industry. Now that demand is even higher. So obviously those programs that are currently eligible for postgraduate work permit are the ones that hopefully will ensure that the students are graduating from programs that will lead them into career paths that are required in Canada.
Great. I also heard that on the aviation campus, students actually work on live aircrafts or with working condition, and they can actually operate them. And can you please elaborate something on that?
Of course. So the aviation first of all, the aviation programs are offered, as you mentioned, at the aviation campus, which is a standalone campus located at our airport in North Bay. And you will be able, when you visit that campus, to see that we have quite a number of aircrafts that are available for students to train on. Our programs in general, and definitely the aviation programs, are quite heavily practical, applied in nature. And with aviation, the regulations that we have in place from Transport Canada, our regulators in Canada require that each student complete their tasks on their own. So by the time they graduate, each individual student would not have participated in completing tasks as a member of a group, but independently. So when they graduate, they feel very, very confident that they are ready for the job market. Not to mention that recently we have invested quite significantly in our infrastructure at Canadore College in all three campuses, including the aviation. So we've added simulation technology. We've added 4 new aircrafts recently. Quite the investment has been happening at Canadore in the past few years, and aviation took a good share of that.
That's great. Some more questions about Indian students willing to study in Canada. So, since it is located a bit far from Toronto, do we have enough accommodation options for students? And if yes, can you please throw some light on that?
We have more than what's needed. Okay, which is why this past year we had some vacancies, and we have our team responsible for our infrastructure and facilities have developed the unique solutions to utilize the additional capacity that we have with, for example, intergenerational projects. So we have students, some of the students who are specially studying in the health and human services programs, living with seniors to support that integration in the community. So housing is definitely not an issue for us. The job market is good in North Bay, particularly for the number of students that we aim to bring to North Bay, and that's really not a very high number. And I've been hearing from students, particularly from India, who have graduated from Canadore, whether in North Bay or in other campuses, that they've become more adaptable to living in the north and to taking advantage of the opportunities that are available in the north for them.
That's great. So, as you rightly said, that students get jobs after completing their studies, and even sometimes while they are studying as well. Can you throw some more light on how college offers them in preparing for the work life in Canada and applying for jobs, or how to move for interview or something like that?
Yes, so we have a very strong and active career development office that offers lots of services, from preparing your resume and how to ensure that you highlight key points that companies are looking for, to preparing for interviews, to actually knowing where to apply and where the jobs are available. So quite the support is available at Canadore to ensure that students are well informed of their fields, how can they apply, and how can they ensure that when they apply and are selected for interviews, they are successful in achieving those positions and those jobs.
So right now, although it is pretty well known in the students, but if you can say that, how long do you think the students can work after completing their studies? What's the length of work permit that they get, and what is the part-time work right that they get?
So the regulation from IRCC in Canada is that once you graduate from a program that is 2 years long, you qualify for a 3-year work permit. And some of the students, after they achieve that experience, they choose to settle in Canada. And as I mentioned, this is something that we support. Some of the students staying with us because we do lack some human resources, especially in some areas. And that's usually how they end up, some of them settling in Canada longer term.
Okay, that's good to know. Right. Is there anything else that or is there any message that you would like to give to Indian students who are thinking of studying in Canada?
Canadore has been very privileged and pleased to receive students from India for the past many, many years. And we are very happy with what they have been able to achieve. Many success stories that we receive from our alumni. And where are they right now? And we continuously try to obtain their feedback so that we are improving our programs, improving our services. And I'm quite happy with the services and programs that we were offering and are still offering to the students, and how is that supporting them to change their career path and create their future. And, it's always pleasing to meet with some of the alumni and hear some of those success stories once they graduate and a few years after they graduate.
That's great. So here we were with Dr. Ahmed Obaide, who is Vice President Academics from Canadore College. The conclusion of my conversation with him is if you study in Canadore College, they do offer some fantastic programs. Some of them are in healthcare, some of them are in aviation. Aviation is a strong area when they have their campus on the airport itself, the city airport, and they have some live aircrafts where students can work and get experience. One important thing is they do offer programs that students become eligible for a postgraduate work on job up to 3 years. Not only that, the North Bay City is qualified under a program called RCIP, Rural Communities Integration Program. So if you work in that community, that city for a year, and if you have studied over there, you will be eligible for immigration under a special quota. So that is an additional benefit that students can get if they study at Canadore College in North Bay campus. Thank you. And thank you very much for visiting us and informing our students about the options in the college.
Thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure. And I'm really enjoying India and enjoying visiting a place that is very welcoming, very nice people who have always showed me that I'm welcome to visit, and it's great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Perfect.